Ho, ho, ho! Welcome to the Sentimentalist. Out there, in there, out there. From in here, out there, everywhere. Vivi's knows. Vivi can't be found. She's around here. She loves to find different places to be. Oh boy. We're having a renovation Christmas. Yes, we're decorated with renovation. We're decorated in tarps. And yesterday was quite adventurous. Julie fell, hurt her hip. During the night I fell and may have broken my nose. I don't know if you can try not to see it. It's swollen, as is my lip. So it's been an adventure. The tree is up, won't be trimmed, but it does have lights, so they're pretty. And otherwise, tarps, painting pans, scrapers, and hardly any upstairs. We're down in the family room today. But isn't it wonderful? We love the family room. It's beautiful. So welcome to Sentimentalist. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mariana. And Julie's hobbling along. She's the brave one. I'm the feel sorry for myself. I want to tell you, huh?
Hi, Jill. Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Yeah,
it's right. Hi, Jill. We heard about Jill. I missed the dinner with Jill because I got vertigo. Now, over here, there's a bed for anybody who wants to stay here, but right now it's moving a little bit, and a cat is coming out from under the covers, where she's slinking along, thinking, ooh, maybe I can go in that other room. Ooh, I wish we could get her. It's very fun. Yes, they are sleep by day and roam by night. The two cats, Molly and Jennifer. So many, many years ago, when my father was in college, one of his best friends was a guy named Harry Shoup. This is in the late 30s, early 40s. And later on, my father becomes the basketball coach, and Harry Shoup becomes the head of the Strategic Air Command. And on Christmas Eve, many years ago, because some of you might know this story, but some of you might not. You know how on Christmas Eve they show Santa going all over the world now? What's that on? PBS maybe or something? I don't know.
Online.
Maybe it's online.
Yeah.
But anyway, they show Santa's coming into Italy, and then they show... All right, now how did that start? Well, it started this way. There was a number published in the Colorado Springs, where the Strategic Air Command was located. And the number was to call Santa. But they somehow switched two numbers in the number, and it ended up being the red code to call the Strategic Air Command. Now that Christmas Eve, Colonel Shoup sent all his men home. He said, I want you home for Christmas Eve. I'll take the whole night. I'll man the whole thing. Expecting nothing to... All of a sudden, the red light comes on. And he answers the phone, and he hears, Santa? And he goes, no. And he's thinking code, you know? Something's terrible is going to happen. And here the numbers were switched, and this little boy called, and Harry, Colonel, thought, okay, I'll be Santa. So he talks to the little boy and tells him where he is, and not to worry, he'll be landing on his roof pretty soon. And ever since, way back then, that's been going on. You know, the Strategic Air Command made it their thing that every Christmas Eve they would, and as technology developed, now it's whatever it is, high tech, showing Santa going over the Roman Colosseum and heading over to Buckingham Palace, and I don't think they were going to get anything, but they just went right over the palace. But now you know the story, and that's how it began. When I was little, they didn't send me to bed. I went to bed Christmas Eve, and after maybe 20 minutes, I couldn't sleep. And I yelled for my parents to come, and they came, and they said, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I said, I'm not sure I like the idea of some strange man walking around in our house. Oh dear. Oh dear. I need a sip. A slurp. Come on, everybody, join me in a slurp. I made that with a bloody nose. Well, this is also, it's such a strange time because I and you have so many people in your lives that this is a hard time. It's there. What do they call it in psych? Cognitive dissonance. You have cognitive dissonance. 1 minute you're grieving, you're missing. Another minute, in come the grandkids or somebody rings the doorbell and with a plate of cookies. And I know how old I am now because I didn't ask for any toys. Mostly cookies. But it's so hard and you don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Maybe you do. I don't know what to say. I send a message to all the people I know or I could think of who this is the first Christmas or second or third without the person they've spent Christmases with, and or Hanukkah, or nothing, or shoveled the walk with, whatever it is. It's a with thing, and now it's a without. Ah, boy, we found very kind neighbors here. Jean next door. And the other day, there was a knock at the door, and there was a guy, and I thought, uh-oh, what's this? We're new, they're gonna sell. And he's standing there, he says, hi, I'm Gary, and I brought you this little welcome to the neighborhood gift. I'm the mayor. He said, I've been here the longest. Came in 87, have 20 acres up the road here, and he made for us, he's a welder, he made for us this beautiful, I should have brought it down, Christmas tree that goes like this. And at the top, there's a circle with an R in the center of it. And he came in, and it was a lovely conversation. That hasn't happened really that I can remember. It was just wonderful. It threw me all the way back to growing up in New Wilmington, where if you moved in, everybody in the neighborhood brought you the same souffle. Meredith, when she was little, she couldn't say Christmas, and I always tell this every year, but who knows why, she called it turfies, and she'd go around going, Merry Turfies, Merry Turfies, Merry Turfies. And so, what happens in a family, we all say, Merry Turfy. No, Merry Turfies. That's what we do. I love to make the Christmas wrappings. This is a little one, but what I do is I do Paul Klee line. Do you know what Paul Klee said about his paintings? It's a line on a walk. Isn't that lovely? So these are mine on a pretty wobbly walk, but there's wrappings all over. You might see. I don't know if you can see, but I just take brown paper and then I draw on them. And it's fun. I start about mid-June. Slurp. Merry Turfies. Boy, we're going a little long. Julie gave the most beautiful blessing at the church. our pastor is leaving, as we probably said, and she, I don't know if you can bring the house down in church, but she did. And I have it. If you'd like to have it, let me know, because I'll send it to you. It's that beautiful and wonderful. And she has this way of seamlessly weaving really funny, not just humorous, really funny, with sensitive or poignant or fact or serious, and then funny. And it's masterful. It really, really is. What else did I... Oh, I have something to tell. Now, you younger parents out there, is there one? When Meredith was reached little, we saved all the toys and books that meant the world to her when she was growing up and little, up to about, 12, 13. And ever since, and we're getting low now, we're down to the books, we're out of toys. But every Christmas we wrap and give one back to her. Now, of course, that becomes the best gift she gets. But you should just do that, okay? If there's a young couple out there, do that. Because you will be joyful from when they're about 21 on, when they open it up and they go, my Barbie airport, oh my gosh, my Uncle Wiggily game, oh my God, Frog and Toad book, oh no, I can't, a Frog and Toad, they're my best friends. It's just one of the joyful moments of Christmas. Now, we had quite a night last night. Julie fell, and she's, from 1 to 10, she has a 7 all through her side and down through her hip, and it's terrible. And then I fell in the dark, and if you're looking at Santa's nose here, bright red, it's because I landed on nothing else. My nose stopped my fall against the side of the bed. And do you need some blood? Woo! And my lip's a little swollen. So, anyway, ice packs all night. Poor me. Right? I mean, on winter solstice eve. And we do wish you a happy winter solstice. We have some friends, it's their favorite holiday, actually. Isn't that wonderful? Winter solstice. The darkest night of the year. What else do we have here? We went to a wonderful, I'm always saying that, but at this beautiful house, this Christmas party. The delightful side of it is that it's owned by a minister, retired minister, and one of the major ministers in this country, big Presbyterian ministers. And anyway, and he married one of the Dupree family. That's the Herman Miller Furniture. So you go in this house, and it's like a millionaire's house, and the breadwinner is the preacher. No. Julie says, what? It's not true. No. Well, no, of course it's not. What? Well, tell me, what did I say?
I'm just shaking my head at you.
Am I going to be arrested? Julie's shaking her head at me. Anyway. But that was really fascinating. That here's this house that's, holy cow, everywhere you look. Original paintings, and then you think... And before we eat, he says grace, sort of. I'd like to thank you, Lord, for this Picasso. Anyway, okay. Maybe renovation Christmas is a metaphor. I like thinking that. It's a Christmas to remember. It's sort of a metaphor, isn't it? Yeah. Anything else here that... 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. No. Just take good care of those people who need a little, I understand. Or I offer understanding or something on Christmas. Oh boy, who wrapped this one? That's really good. Well, let's finish up with a little Christmas poem. This is the time of the program when people go get dressed, I guess. But anyway, it's called A Christmas List for Santa. A Wednesday afternoon with no thought of Thursday. 3 weeks in the woods. 1 by myself, 2 with my father. My father. Cups of tea, plates of sugar cookies, the first ones I ever made. The dough still sticking to my fingertips. Comic books from the late 40s. Little Lulu, Green Hornet, Felix the Cat. Every creek from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. The last page from 20 unpublished novels. The ease of a dog's sleep. 5 gold rings. A moon-draped evening among the birds in the hemlocks. Any snow-covered pile of leaves. Photographs, I don't care how many, of my daughter just before she smiles for the camera. Whatever happens between what happens. The liturgy of an old monk laughing. Mary, Mary, happy Hanukkah. Take care, be kind, try to be cheerful, find somebody to cheer up.